Hey there guys, what is going on? Gale right here. Welcome back to the YouTube channel once again for another Danmachi Memoria Freese video. And today we're going to be doing a bit of a challenge video where we're going to be going into the Record Buster stage, but our fate and our team will be decided by the wheel. Now, of course, if you guys enjoy this concept, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this, and comment down below. How can we improve the wheel? How can we make this challenge more exciting, more fun? Because of course there are ways to improve it, but I want you guys to determine what changes I should make. Of course, I'll be mentioning some of the things along the way as we start, you know, spinning the wheel and stuff. But of course, if you guys go on to enjoy it and you want to see more and you want to see it improve, comment down below, of course. Now, like I said, we're going to be going into Record Buster, and the main aim is not to beat my score because I've already taken my best possible team into the Record Buster stage, so I'm not really going to focus on that necessarily. No, our focus is survival, and that's it. That's all we're looking for. Surviving is the main priority. So our team build will most likely be based on just making sure our units survive. Now, of course, before we jump into the team build and everything of that sort, we're gonna just spin the wheel. Let's spin the wheel, let's see what we get, and I'm gonna explain how this works now. So right now on your screens, you guys have a wheel, right? And it's got all 7 elements. Now, whatever the wheel spins is the element we can use, and that's the only element we can use. So our sacrificial units, our main units, our support, everything will be from whatever element the wheel decides to pick. So right now it's on fire. If it were to spin on fire, I could only use fire units, and that's it. So again, this is, let's just see what happens. This is completely not rigged. Trust me on that one. If it spins on light, my day's been made. My video is super easy. But let's see. Come on, wheel. Give me something good. I mean, give me light or fire. I think I'll take either or because they're just the easiest ones to build off of right now for me. Water. I think we can do something with water. I think we can do something with water, but obviously that's not just it. It's not that easy. No. It wouldn't be that easy if it was just like, oh, just take water units and go have some fun kind of. No, it would be too easy that way. What we're going to add on top of that is from this wheel that is on your screens right now, we can remove one of these typings. So if I were to spin balanced, I would have to remove balanced units. If I spun physical, I cannot take physical units. If I spin magic, I cannot take magical units. Now, again, this is going to determine what units I can take, and of course balanced is kind of vital because there are a lot of units that will support the team, be it via healing, be it via, you know, extending buffs and debuffs, stuff like that. So I would like balance to still be there. Physical and magic, I can remove one or the other, but it's going to be very tricky. Another thing to point out is that I haven't added defender or healer types because they haven't had an update in ages, so I'm not including them whatsoever. Let's spin the wheel and see for ourselves what we can get. Now, before the wheel stops, I want to ask you guys, how can I use assists in this? How can I make assist a factor in this? Okay, so I cannot use any physical water units, which is a damn shame considering, you know, for those of you who don't know, the 4th anniversary units are actually pretty decent in being useful for this sort of thing, you know, with Aisha being great for, you know, reducing strength and magic and stuff like that. It would have been pretty good to use those, but alas, we cannot. So let's go over to the game now and let's see what we can build. Now, one more thing I want to add is that I'll be probably creating sections for this part of the video, and so you guys can determine like whether you guys want to see the team building or not, and maybe in future videos I don't have the team building and I just show you guys the team you know, right before we go into the stage, so something like that. And again, another thing is the aim is to survive, so bear with me if you see a lot of units that actually are just meant to survive and hold their own. So for example, using assist that will basically block the team off and stuff like that. So keep that in mind. Okay, so water units only. So let's see what we can use in terms of our sacrificial units first, right? So we can use magic and balanced, and that's it, right? Those are the only 4 types of units we can use. Now, I see a unit that I think is actually pretty decent here. This Haruhime is not bad at all. She's not amazing, but she will be decent in terms of surviving. So I'm probably going to take her for survivability purposes and the fact that she will, you know, ensure that the opponent's buffs are not live for too long and our debuffs aren't live for too long as well. So I might take her as a main unit, not as a sacrificial unit. Now, I'm thinking of using RD as one of the sacrificial units just because she reduces the opponent's P-res and M-res as well as critical rate and penetration rate. So we'll probably take RD as one of them. Did I say Alicia? I mean RD. RD is going to be one of them. The next unit that we can take in our rostrum is okay, so let's take our DPS units next. So I'm going to probably take the trio that I have right here. Wait, is this the right one? No. This is the AoE one. We'll take you, and we will take where is Ryu? There she is. So we'll take these three along with Haruhime at the rear. Now I need to figure out what I can take here in terms of our second sacrificial unit. Now the concern is, of course, the one thing to point out is that I'm not going to have my buffs and debuffs active at all times, so we're going to have to keep that in mind. But let me see if we have a unit that can potentially reduce the opponent's so we have MRes. Let me see if we have a unit that can reduce water resistance by quite a bit, or actually, yeah, we will take this. Actually, we will put Mikoto in the rear slot, already in the front slot, and we will go from there. Now I know we don't have a unit that will necessarily be great in terms of SA gate charge and stuff, but that's not the point, so we're gonna ignore that fact. Okay, we're not gonna pay attention to that fact at all. Now let's take some units that we can make sure we survive, basically. So we're gonna take Demeter. We want to do still some damage. I'm not just saying like, oh, we'll do just no damage whatsoever, but units that aren't necessary we won't take whatsoever. We will take this Seer. This Seer is phenomenal. We will take this Finn. I will remove this unit and we'll put this Hestia here. We'll remove this unit and we will bring in, let me see, do I have any I'm trying to see if we go have some decent magic focused units. Ooh, this Freya. Yeah, I remember this Freya. This Freya used to be actually pretty sick. An unbelievably used unit for myself, but we can't use her right now. Or we have to use her right now in order to survive. One thing we're going to change is, of course, because we're taking magic teams, we're going to just switch this around. I don't think I have the magic one leveled up, don't I? No, I don't have the magic one leveled up. Oh, that's going to be a bit tricky then. That wasn't part of the plan necessarily. Let me see. Water and wind damage, of course. And this will switch over with maybe counter rate just for the first 3 turns. I think that'll be something smart we can do. Yeah, let's go with that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, at least the team saves, which is great. Now, we put the equipments. So let's go with the revolving anklet on you. For sure, lady. RD gets that. And then rest all will be just straight up giving them the weapon. So Reveria gets her own weapons. The one beautiful thing about Reveria is that I actually have so many of her weapons because, of course, when I made that video, well, it wasn't just because of the video, but for a very long time, Lafia has always used Reveria's own weapon. So I've always had 2 Magna Alves always ready just to go for whenever I need to use either multiple Reverias or if I need to use Reveria and Lafia, right? Very, very handy to have both, honestly. So that's something to bear in mind. Now, do I not have... Wait, do I have... I've never leveled up a Ryu weapon to 450. Damn. Interesting. I need to do that at some point then. I didn't... Or 410, I should say, not 450. I thought I had a Ryu weapon already upgraded, but I guess not. Alright, and we will give you this glorious anklet here and give you Echoes of the East. Echoes of the East from you. Yeah, sure. We don't need too much power from you. Again, survivability, that's all that matters. We just need to survive. And you can get a revolving anklet. Where is a free revolving anklet? You know what? You can get this one. There you go. Get that agility up as well. I think this should be a good fight. Let's see how it goes. Again, it's not perfect in any shape or form, but what the wheel gives, we have to use. All right, so let's get into it, shall we? Like I said, let me know in the comment section down below how I can improve this in any shape or form. I'm curious to see your guys' comments down below because I think it's just going to be an interesting concept for us to do. We could do it for war games, we could do it for record busters in the future, maybe some other difficult game modes. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm very curious to see what you guys have to say. So we're going to ensure that we're just going to deal as much damage as possible. I just wish this was removes STR and magic buffs. It would have been so good. Either way, we have to just rock with this. And of course, we do have a move here that'll reduce the opponent's STR and magic by 45%. So that's good, at least. Yeah, let's go with this. Let me see. What else do you do here? Increases. Oh, okay. Interesting. Fair enough. All right, let's see. I think this will actually work out in our favor. I think the way we're working with this, it'll work out in our favor. Oh, that's a little bit rough. I think we're getting heals though. That's gonna be good though. That's gonna be very, very nice. Go for the M-res and water res. Go with this dexterity up, and go with Azure Wind. I'm hoping that we don't die here. That's as long as we don't die here, we'll be fine. As long as Ryu can get that STR and match down, we'll be good. Ooh, we took a lot of damage there. We did take a lot of damage there, but I think we will be fine here. We will be fine. As long as we don't take a lot of damage here, we should be okay. Alright, let's do this. Okay, we're just taking no damage there, and we can get the heals now. Perfect. This is great. I'm looking down, by the way, as well, because it's a lot more easier for me to look down and see. I'm still not, you know, even though I've made videos for the last 3 months on Danmachi Memoria Freese, or 2 months, I should say. I think it's 2 months more. So I'm still not used to looking at the camera when I'm making my moves happen. So let's see. So this, we will stick with this. We will stick with that, and we will stick with Piercing Chill. In order to make sure we're going up, we're gonna do this. Let's do that. Oh, okay, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're gonna get the heals up, we're fine. I am a little bit concerned about the damage we're gonna take at the later stages of the fight, because her match buffs being live is kind of concerning, right? But I think we should be fine. We should be fine in theory. In theory. Alright, let's do this now. Let's do this. Get the buffs back up. Alright, let's do this. Okay, beautiful. Why didn't Haruhime hit first? What? All this effort of reducing STR magic damage and stuff like that, and, you know, reducing the amount of hits we take, didn't work. It absolutely did not work. I mean, Haruhime is still alive. I'm surprised that she's still so high up in terms of HP. I mean, hey, technically this video is a success if Haruhime survives. I'm just saying. If Haruhime survives this, I count this as a dub. I'm curious. I'm actually curious. If Haruhime and Reveria actually survive this, I would be very, very impressed. But I don't think that's gonna happen, because I feel like at the last phase, we're probably gonna lose out tremendously. I do believe that's gonna be the case here. Ooh, the amount of damage we took there was not good at all. For sure. Oh boy, this Reveria is actually pretty decent, you know. She came around the 3rd anniversary. Wait, yeah, she was a 3rd anniversary release, right? And she's still pretty decent. She's actually gonna get a buff soon. I mean, never mind, we died. I'm surprised. I think, you know, the thing is, I'm underestimating the damage difference between difficulty 7, because I think I used to use that Haruhime and Reveria. No, well, I didn't use the Haruhime, but I used to use that Reveria quite a lot when difficulty 6 was around, and now we've gone on to diff 7, which is much harder, and you have to start incorporating a lot of mixture of attacks. You're gonna be incorporating a lot of defenses, attacks, and stuff like that. Some of these just won't cut it right anymore, and I think that's what's happening here. And of course, along with that, it's all about the factor of we don't have a good cohesive team as well, right? Teams that can extend buffs. For example, I think one of the biggest things that happened was, obviously, we lost a lot of debuffs from Ryu and stuff like that, right? So that hurt us a lot as well. So again, this is what's going to happen more often than not. I don't think it's going to be as short as this sometimes, but of course, as we start playing more and more, and, you know, as we start getting into this, it's going to be interesting to see how they'll handle other difficulties. Let me know in the comments as well. Do you guys want me to see me do this at lower difficulties potentially, just to see if we can survive on difficulty 6 because of the extreme conditions? Or do you guys just want me to do difficulty 7 as well? Because that's something as well that would be very interesting to see. I mean, we got 500 million there, or was it 500 million? I don't know if it was 500 million. I highly doubt it was 500 million. I think it was like 50 million. It would get me into the top 12, which is surprising to say the least, or top 13, I should say, which is surprising to say the least. But there you go. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't appreciate all of y'all for tuning in. A bit of a short one, but a bit of an interesting one, considering all things said and done. I think it would be a lot more fun doing it for like maybe war games or something. Record Buster ends up being a little bit short because of the constraints of like, oh, if I die, it's kind of a loss pretty much. Let me know if you want me to do also where if I lose on difficulty 7, I go into difficulty 6 and see if I can survive there. I think this is a very work in progress kind of concept. So I would appreciate any and all recommendations you guys give me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Once again, appreciate all of y'all. I will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, everybody. Bye-bye.